Greetings. It's been a couple days since I've made a video. This is Darlene from Darlene's Garden. I'm so glad that you're coming along with me today. It's a beautiful day out. Supposedly we're going to have some showers later. Hopefully not. We've gotten plenty of showers the last few days. My California poppies are just so pretty. I know some people think they're kind of like a weed because they do kind of spread, but they're just, they thrill my heart because they're such a brilliant yellow and so pretty. The things in my pots are doing well. There's a pepper and some, let's see, what did I plant here? I forgot. Some basil that I planted right there. And here I have a tiny tomato, and I forget what else I put in there. Did I put a, oh, it's an eggplant. Yeah, I have to look at my little labels. Here in the middle, I thought was a basil, and I thought it was living. Oh, it's still got a little tad, and I'm not sure what the rest of those things are, but kind of looks like basil. I must have planted some more basil there. Wow, this lettuce I'm going to have to pick. There's a pepper in the middle here that's getting shaded out. And there I've got some broccoli and what else? I can't read my writing that I put on the broccoli and something else. And I forget what's coming up in there. Here I have a tiny tomato in the middle. My onions are sprouting up. And here my rhubarb and my eggplants and my tomato are doing just fine. Something's coming up right there, but I don't know what, and it isn't going to be long until all of my lilies are blooming. I need to get out here and trim this grass. I've got lilies and my borage, more lilies, and a squash plant. Can't tell if I'm showing it to you or not because of the way the light is shining on my screen. A pumpkin plant. My catmint, and oh, that's going to be pretty soon. It's got coming out, buds coming out on my lilies. And I got quite a bit, not every single blade of grass that was coming up, but quite a bit of it taken care of. My bare root, that's a hibiscus. That's the way it came. I planted them, 2, 3 of them, and I don't see any signs of life. I saved the receipt. I said I had to send back the receipt to get a refund, and I'll give it all summer, and then we'll see. But butterfly bush is looking nice, though. Again, I can't tell if I'm showing it to you or if I'm not because of the way the screen is reflected by the sunlight. Yeah. I really want to know what that bush is. I think I asked in another video, but nobody gave me any ideas. And I know this one over here is like a creeping Charlie or something like that. And I think that one might be a walnut tree. I really don't know. But, and you can see a lot of that grass is cut down so that it won't go to seed. Oh good, I've got something coming up here. And I forget what I planted. I should label everything and I just don't. I think at the time I'm not going to forget, but then I do. So those are looking good. And I got more coming up there. Oh good. It's just looking, I'm going to have peas. Look at all my peas. Oh, that's good. I still am going to do something else with my bottle tree. And I just haven't quite decided what yet. But I'll let you know when I change it. My petunias are looking pretty. And I see I have some grass in here to pull up. And that's looking good too. And here we have my mountain cherry. And it's got some green coming out toward the bottom. So it is actually alive. And I'm so glad. I've got a good batch of onions along here. Even if the other seeds I planted didn't come up. Well, this is interesting. I planted everything in here at the same time and I see I needed, a branch fell down on top of it. I've been netting over it so that the birds or squirrels or whatever stay out, but I have a row there of arugula that has all sprouted. Nothing else in here seems to have come up yet, but I just planted it last week, so we're good. And then I'll come over here to these other, and wow, the corn is actually starting to look like corn, and that's looking good. And I'm pleased with it. I need to get out here with a pitchfork or something and get the compost pile turned over. Before I knew I wasn't supposed to put any of that grass in it, I put the grass in it. So I'm going to have to make sure that I keep it, try to get it hot so that it kills that grass seed that might be in there. But it is what it is. I didn't know. And we still haven't put the water in the water feature. I did clean it out, and as I approach, oh, it kind of stayed cleaned out. Oh, I'm amazed. And I probably could clean it a little better, because once we put water in there, that mud will muddy up the water, or dust. It's actually dust, but it's looking good. I'll have to get after my husband to get the water going in there. And I love this fish hanging here. And I'm not sure what it's made out of, but I like the way that being out in the weather has kind of, I forget the word for when it kind of changes the color of it. But it's nice. I like it. This, I'm pretty sure it's raspberry, came up on its own, and need to get out here and clean out the last year's part that kind of died back. This has never had any berries on it, but we never planted it here, so a bird must have, a little bird, or a big bird, or some kind of a bird. Not sure what this red bush is that the neighbor has planted. Was it last year? He cut them way down, and they've come back nicely. And I see we have a couple of little ones in our grass here. Oop, you can't see because my shadow's in the way. There we go. I might have to dig these out and see if I want to put them somewhere. And last year planted some flowers right here. And I didn't think they were going to come back, but it looks like maybe they will. Well, it looks like we might have a few plums. If you look carefully there, there's some small ones coming up. These are yummy they're little bitsy plums. I don't know what kind they are. And I need to get out here and take care of the grass that's growing. Not much in the way of sunflowers coming up. I lamented about those before. And I guess I'm going to have to replant. Blackberries are doing nicely. Some raspberry plant kind of stuck in there too. But blackberries haven't bloomed yet, but it looks like the raspberries are about to. This is my mint patch that's been here for a whole bunch of years. And despite the fact that people say it spreads, it doesn't, or mine hasn't. However, I noticed the catmint does. And I've only had the catmint since last year. And it came as a result of a bird or something giving me a couple of catmint plants. But my chocolate mint doesn't seem to spread. And I wish it kind of would within this area here. We'll see if we can get more of it. I like mint, and I'd like to have a whole bunch of it. This plant here is a rue, and I don't ever do much of anything with it because I just don't have a reason to. But I've got it. I think I have another rue plant here somewhere, but I'm not seeing it. That needs to it'll be cut out. I think that's I'm not sure, some kind of a tree. Oh, I'm going to have lots of raspberries coming on here before long. And I love the irises. Because they're over on this side of the house, these irises bloom after the ones that I showed you several weeks ago, because it's out in the sun on the opposite side of our garage. And this is on the north side. So it's shady here most of the time. It gets a little bit of sun, obviously. Okay, we've wandered around to where my garden is. Ooh, it looks like something's been munching on this pepper. I'll have to see what we can do about that. That little tree I think I need to cut out. Ooh, and this board is leaning on a cucumber. There we go. I fixed it. And there's peas in there. There's some grass and some garlics. These garlics are looking good. This is my beefsteak tomato. And the things in this bed right here are this had a lot of compost in it, and I think that's what's making it all seem so nice. These tomatoes have just grown like crazy, as have these peppers. Here's my mystery pepper, and if you're keeping track of it, it is coming back nicely. Some nasturtiums there too, I need to pick some of that. Looks like Swiss chard or spinach, one or the other. I have some radishes that might be ready to pick. If you look right down in there, you'll see I'm not sure if I'm showing it to you or not. And fennel. And interestingly, over here, here I wanted to show you. I took some starts of the neighbor's grapes, and they're looking okay so far. Waiting for them to get roots. And I am not sure why, but the spinach that was coming up in here, this is the second time I've planted it. The second time it's come up and then just disappeared. But I have some kale and broccoli there, and that's all onion. And this right below me is garlic. My clematis is going to be ready to bloom here before too long. It's climbed clear to the roof. I've had one picking of the rhubarb already, and it looks like it's growing back up nicely. I picked some off of this one, and I think I only took like one off of that one because it's the newer plant. But I have something, right? This is supposed to be wisteria, and I'm hoping that that's what that is down at the bottom of that root. And over here, I don't know, something similar, and it's not even close to the wisteria. Remains to be seen. And we've come all the way back around to my California poppies. They're so pretty, and they kind of last all summer. Before too long, I will be showing you my roses. They're coming up nicely. My desert garden is doing nicely in this spot. I thought maybe it would get too much water, but so far it's doing fine, even though it's rained a lot. It's kind of protected by all these California poppies, though. So I hear the bees buzzing. That's a good thing. And up here, my things I planted indoors a few days ago have germinated. These are cucumbers. I'm not sure what's in that one. I labeled it herb because there were some seeds down in the bottom of my Ziploc that had various herbs in them. Fell out of one of the packages. I don't know which. That is a pumpkin. That is amaranth right there. And these are tiny tomatoes and a Cherokee purple. Those two at the end there have not germinated yet, and the little sign's turned around so I can't see it. It is, stevia. Okay. Well, I planted stevia in pots a couple different times, and so far I've not gotten any of it to germinate. I'm hoping that I do eventually. So we're going to come around here. This is, it's either a viola or a common mallow, or not a common mallow, just a plain old mallow. And I didn't label that one, but it looks like it might be a squash or cantaloupe or cucumber, coneflower, echinacea, leek, cantaloupe, lemon balm. I think that's all that's coming up. So we'll oh, my pretty blue-eyed baby. Oh yeah, you're such a sweetie pie. Yes, you're a sweetie pie. Meow. Are you telling everybody hi? Hmm? Hi. Meow. Yeah, you're a sweetheart. The other cat's under the deck. She likes to go under there. I'm not sure why, but she does. The black and white cat. She's not as lap catty as this one. And I love sitting here listening to the water. Well, that was my Sunday garden tour. Pretty much showed you everything. I didn't talk about everything, but pretty much showed you everything. As you know, my garden isn't very large. It's like just, I haven't measured, but not large at all. And then I've got my areas around the perimeter and over on the part that I call the mound. Technically, the mound belongs to the city, but they let us do whatever we want to with it. Where my water feature is where we don't have water in the bathtub out there yet. Though all of those rocks used to be out on the other part of along the other fence line that also belonged to the city. The rocks didn't belong to the city. The rocks were ours, but they needed to do some street work last year before. And so we moved all of our rocks off of that area because they were just going to plow them up and whatever. And they're really quite expensive rocks because quite a few of them, not all of them, but quite a few of them are petrified wood. And so we took all of those rocks and moved them over and made that water feature. And I am going to start bugging my husband about getting the water going in there because we have it so that the water empties out of a pitcher at the top and kind of has a waterfall down into the bathtub area. And then there's a pump down there that recycles the water so that it just continually goes, the same water continually goes down the waterfall and into the tub and back up to the waterfall. And it is really fun to have it there. So I'm so glad for a sunny day. And even if we do get a rain shower this afternoon, it was only supposed to get up to like 68 today, but it's already outside over 70. And I will let you know in just a couple of seconds how warm it is outside because I'm watching my little weather vane thing that, there we go. It's 69 degrees in our little weather station. When we were coming home from church today, the thermometer in the car said it was 70. And then as we got closer to home, it went back down. It went down to 69. So that's pretty accurate. So 69 and sunny, that's perfect in my opinion. I like that temperature. But next week, as the week progresses, it's going to be getting warmer, like in the mid-70s, maybe. When they say mid-70s, sometimes it gets closer to 80 in parts of our yard where the sun beats down. But it will be nice for my plants. We'll have to start using the sprinkler system again. We've been letting nature water our plants the last week or so because we've had quite a bit of rain. But the plants, as well as the weeds, like the rain. Well, I don't think I have a whole lot else to say to you today. It is Sunday. So hopefully either yesterday or today you found someplace to go to spend some time in worship with other people that worship. The Bible says where two or more are gathered together, the Lord is there with them. But worshiping by yourself is good too, because that special time that we spend alone with God helps us grow inside our soul. As do our plants, God gives us those plants to help us realize how beautiful the world is and to remind us that He created us. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you for today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I invite you to do that, please, and hit that little bell that will send you an email to let you know if I've posted a new video. And hit the like button, because all those likes, the more likes you get, the better it is. And my channel is growing slowly. Last time I looked, I had 240. Was that what I had? 240. Might have been 230. 230 subscribers. I noticed just the last couple of days I've gotten some more. And I want to thank you all for subscribing. And I know there are people that just watch, just to be watching, and don't subscribe. And that's okay. I'd like it if you subscribed. But if you don't have a YouTube account, all you can do is watch. So I believe you can, I don't know if you can still hit the like button whether you have an account or not. It's okay. May the good Lord richly bless you. God bless. Until next time, this is Darlene at Darlene's Garden in Markwood Meadows, saying, see you on the next video.